What's good? What's good? What's up, YouTube? This your boy AJ of the Deep Thought, back at it again, once again. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Yes, sir, man. I'm back at it again with a brand new video, brand new topic. We finna talk about this whole Azealia Banks, you know what I'm saying, and the DC Young Fly issue, you know, and what Azealia Banks said about DC after, the passing of his partner, the mother of his children, Miss Jackie O. But before I get deep into that, always remember, y'all, if you're new to this channel, you're new to this page, subscribe to the channel, man. Run them likes up, man. That helps my channel grow. And always remember to hit that post bell notification if you like this type of content. So now, yes, sir, man. We back at it again, man, for the new video, man. As y'all know, Azealia Banks has said some disrespectful things towards DC Young Fly after the loss of his partner, his lady, the mother of his children, Miss Jackie O. You know what I'm saying? As you know, the mother of his children, Miss Jackie O, passed away a while back. You know what I'm saying? Some days ago or whatever. And everybody has been giving their support, their thoughts, their prayers towards DC Young Fly in his moment of bereavement. Meanwhile, Azealia Banks, she took this opportunity to blatantly disrespect someone who had nothing to do with what her and DC Young Fly had against one another. If you don't know the whole story, Azealia Banks was on the Wild 'N Out show probably about 5, 6 years ago as a special guest host on Nick Cannon's show. You know, they did a segment, and DC Young Fly, being who he being always being goofy, he say what he always say, little ugly ass, and she took offense to that. Took offense to the point where she tried to come at him, you know what I'm saying? But DC ended up going back harder during the Wild Style. And ever since then, Azealia Banks had been holding some type of hatred grudge towards DC Young Fly, all because he said the word ugly. Now, before I even talk about the things she said or what she said on the internet, I want to take it back to where all this stuff had started from. You know what I'm saying? I got a clip of DC Young Fly explaining the whole situation between him and Azealia Banks on Wild 'N Out. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview with Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not going to show the video due to the fair use, but I'm not going to show the video, but I am going to play the audio in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to check this out. Always remember, everything that I do and use is under fair use. You know what I'm saying? So we finna play this clip of DC Young Fly explaining the whole situation on Wild 'N Out with Azealia Banks. And then after that, we gonna talk about what she said. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I'm gonna get to my last thoughts of it. Let's check this out.
She's a
That's
different
why I
type of crazy.
won.
She's a different type of crazy.
She is a different type of crazy, but when you mess with a nigga who's crazy, who's covered in God's blood, the blood of Jesus, yeah, boy, I'm ready for whatever. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I ain't even really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I knew her and Cardi had a little situation, so I just gave her a little line, and she ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? But then she kept coming at me, and I was like, look, baby, that's just part of the game. Chill out now. Then she hit me with another one. I like, all right, you coming at everybody. First of all, it's so many people on this stage, and you coming at the wrong nigga. You come, and this is my city. I'm from Atlanta. You is
Right.
tripping. She said one more thing, and then everybody on Wild not looking at me like, nigga, I know for a fact you ain't finna just let her continue to say something about you. I'm like, you know what? Give me the mic. I got one. Let me get one. I seen them braces. It was over with.
It was over with.
It was over
And
with.
the rest is history.
Hey man,
The
we
rest
shut
is
that
history.
bit down, nigga. A whole hour and a half. We stopped the game for an hour and a half. We stopped the whole show for an hour and a half.
Because of her.
I was just
Yeah.
sitting in the back. I really didn't know what was going on. I thought it was playing. I thought all this was like playing. Like she's really just playing and is doing this for. No, it was dead serious.
You saw the response that she did about you, about being AIDS infested and all this other type of shit. Like,
Hey man, if that's her comeback, hey man.
hey, it is what it is. DC Young Fly, man, listen, congrats.
Fine, you did this.
And I'm just going to say this before I let you go. Just like anybody could get a hit record, anyone can go viral.
Most definitely.
But it's very few people like yourself that actually take that opportunity and turn it into an actual career, which is.
And I'm in it right there with it. You know what I'm saying? As you heard, like I said, he had said what he said. She kept coming. He came back in the story. Now let's get into what she actually said about his late mother, his children, his partner, Miss Jacky O. And we finna explain everything about it. Y'all probably can't see the actual clip, but I'm gonna read it for y'all. And it says, in her words, damn, DC Young Fly spent years disgusting his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty. This is what Azealia Banks said, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. And it keeps on going. When she cried after her appearance on Wildin' Out 5 years ago, they was pure tears of rage and not at all sign of weakness. Because in the end, I won. As she added, I'm happy. I cried and move on. That Jacky old girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself, and the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national television. Then Azealia Banks keep on going by saying that Miss Jacky O's passing was ironic. Pat dead at 32 exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 23, in Miami. She continued to say, before adding that people would learn not to mess with her. The thorn in my side is finally out, she wrote in the rest of the post. Now, I'm not finna get deep into this. I'm gonna say what I'm finna say and I'm done. It's like this here, man. And I'm gonna say this with the utmost real. I ain't finna bite my tongue for nobody. Look here. If y'all know about Azealia Banks, she a well-known singer, rapper, I think. She's a musician. You know, she had songs. She rapped at one time. She sung. You know, at one point in time, I was a fan of her music. She was cool people. But at the same time, social media has a way of making people feel like they bigger than what they are. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this here. People might not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is what happens when people who are fans of somebody constantly give folks a sense of thinking that they bigger than all because of something that may had happened or something that happened towards them. Now, if you remember when the situation happened between her and DC Young Fly, she immediately came back and called that man all kinds of stuff. Said the dude was AIDS infested and just straight up dogged him, you know, tried to talk bad about him, you know. There was a lot of people that was consulting her during that time frame. Then after that, What else she did? She recorded herself boiling a cat on social media. She literally recorded herself boiling a cat, cooking up a cat on Instagram. Then she came out of nowhere and said that what she said. I think she said her and Dave Chappelle had sex or something. I don't know what it was. It was something to the extent that I think she said her and Dave Chappelle had sex or had relations or whatever. Now she wanna use the opportunity of DC Young Fly, of him grieving the loss of his partner, to say it's karma. You won. This is what I got a problem with. I'm like this here, man. Whatever hatred you have towards DC Young Fly, cool. You don't like DC Young Fly, cool. That's fine. That is completely fine. But you cross the line when you wanna bring up someone who has deceased and passed that ain't had nothing to do with what the hell you got going on. And there's some people that's actually sticking up for her, saying that, oh, she didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean it like that. Man, I don't give a fuck what she mean about it. Disrespecting the dead is disrespecting the dead. I don't give a damn how you slice it, twist it, flip it. It's the same way when Kevin Samuels passed away. All the women that did not like Kevin Samuels said all the stuff, all the disrespectful stuff you can think of, saying, I'm glad he's dead, and all this type of stuff. I made a song last year called God Bless the Dead. You know what I'm saying? And the DEAD part was an acronym meaning doing anything that everyone's doing. Meaning you got people that's only doing what other folks doing all because they're on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cause let's be honest, you said it's karma, right? That DC Young Fly's partner passed away all because he had said something to you 5, 6 years ago on a show that's known for clowning people. You know what I'm saying? That's known for clowning people. You want to say that's karma for what happened? You gonna live very well in hell, and I mean that. You gonna live very well in hell. You know what I'm saying? You're going to live very, 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 very well in hell for that. And anyone that feels like what she said wasn't wrong, they going to live very well in hell too. See, this is the problem with a lot of these people. I don't care if they is well-known people or whatnot. You's a clout chaser. You basically did this for some type of attention. You know what I'm saying? You did this for some attention. You basically wanted some attention, and you used that opportunity of another person that passed away to try to say, oh, that's karma. You need to get you some help. You need to go and talk to your doctor. You need to take your ass to Lakeside, do something. You need to go to some type of mental institute because you got problems. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people hurt people. And this is a perfect example of that. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't really like the internet like that. Because a lot of people think they can say what they want to say and think ain't nothing happen to them. Because let's be honest. If this was like, let's say you said this towards like a game burger that passed away, or someone that really don't do the internet like this. You already know what's going to happen after that. You already know what's finna happen. After you say something like this about somebody's dead homie or whatever, or someone's mother that passed away, and they not really on this internet type stuff, they gonna come see you. Straight up. They gonna come see you. Ain't no talking. Cause guess what? You say it's karma, right? They got what they deserve, right? Guess what? They gonna feel the same way about you. And you can believe that. And there ain't nothing that you gonna say that's gonna stop them for wanna put something on you or do something to you or put hands on you. Because you wanna cause it seems like you wanna wish death on somebody. I can have a whole lot of enemies. I ain't gonna never wish death on nobody. Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Everybody have a date when they leave here. Everybody have a date. We don't make the date. That's him upstairs. He makes the dates. We don't make that date when it's our time. When that's our time, it's our time. And that's it. That's that on that. We can't change that. But what we're not going to do is disrespect a person that's not here no more. All because you got hate for somebody else. You got to be the most goofiest motherfucker in the world if you think what you said was cool. But anyway, man, that's the video. I appreciate y'all rocking with the channel, rocking with the page, man. Make sure, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, run the page up, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you mess with the videos that I got, man, show me love in the comments. Peace and one love.